Hello, citizens of Britannia. This is Ultima Online Second Age, brought to you by Blaze Spirit. I've trained a drake here. Using veterinary, I made two drakes fight each other. One is called Name, one is called Spirit. I wanted to tame a drake and train it because I wanted to see how strong they can become. I remember back in the day on Europa where I played, drake tournaments were a big thing. Many participants, huge prizes. They were held at Nugent chessboard in Trammell era, unfortunately, but they were very cool. People would train their drake, would assess their stats because in later eras you could know the stats if you animal lord them. In this area you cannot do that, but you know that a freshly born drake has not very much wrestling tactics, and that by training it, making one drake fight another drake, they could gain their stats and eventually GM both wrestling and tactics. And this should make a difference because unlike other mob like other tameable like dragons, white worms, and nightmares, where they really spawn with already high wrestling and tactics. Here, I assume drakes don't spawn with high tactics and wrestling, so training on them should produce results. And here, the first thing we are going to do is check this drake, which has been trained for now 8 hours only. We are going to check this drake onto a newly born drake. So let's go to Desktop and check this out. Okay, I have a room here to Tesla. Let's see. Here's a little spot I like because it's quiet. So I'll drag a drake here and we make them fight. Let's see what happens. Hold on, we have something going on here because there was drakes provoked and dragons provoked, so I'll grab PK and take a look, sorry. Maybe it's something not going on right now, but let me check because I don't want to risk the drake. Yeah, no evidence, but I see. Yeah, this drake is not at full health. This dragon is not at full health. Yeah, there's no corpses. So definitely somebody was doing something here. Mm. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Let's switch back to the topic. Okay, let's try again. Okay, let's go here. There should be a drake up here. I drive the PK. Okay, where is that? Here. Okay. Okay, almost ready. Let's see. Let's not disturb them. Okay. Now, they don't talk to each others. Okay. Let's see. 8 hours into training, Blade and newly spawned Drake from Dastard. My opinion, there should be no match. But let's see. Never say never with these pets. Sometimes you get a hit streak, sometimes you have a miss streak, so they seem to be dexing at the same speed. Yeah. Yeah, Blade is already on the lead. 60. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, it can deal. It can deliver damage. The problem with drakes when they are newly spawned is that they don't do damage. They really do only a few damage, only little damage, and especially against a mob that has a high armor rating. And drakes begin to have a little bit of armor rating, but dragons have more armor rating. White worms have more armor rating, as well as nightmare. So they have more difficulties, of course. Yeah, you can see that Blade is taking not a lot of damage and is delivering a lot more damage. Yeah, it's almost, yeah, twice the hit points. 28%, 60%, 24%. And now when Fire Breath kicks in again, yeah, I believe that the Drake is going to start to run now. Fly. Yeah, 16% they start to go away. 12%. And Blade is still at 60%, 56%. Yeah, now it's taking it down. 52%. Can you stay at more than half health? Yes, more than half health. Nice. This is very nice. Let's cure. Let's heal Blade. So 8 hours into the training, a Drake can deliver twice as much damage. So that's something to take into consideration, in my opinion. Of course, they can never be a match for a dragon or for a white worm that is stronger than a dragon. A white worm. It can be also no match for a nightmare, which is strong as a dragon, maybe a little stronger than a dragon, a nightmare, but less strong than a white worm. But it is still interesting. People love Drake. In my opinion, if they had like maybe 88 aiming requirement, 89, people would have used them. Let's take a look, for instance, now at Blood Elemental. Okay, let's check. The Blood Elemental is that kind of mob that dragons, nightmares, and white worms have really no problem fighting them. We saw them. We saw the nightmare fight Blood Elemental in the Nightmare Against the World series. But I link it up here in case you missed it. But let's check out what a Drake can do here. This Drake is trained. So where is the Blood Elemental? It's down there. Okay. Let's drag it up here. I don't think a Drake that is newly born can kill a Blood Elemental. But maybe this guy can kill a Blood Elemental. Let's see. Well, we were lucky that it flame strike me. Yeah, the damage, it is doing damage. I will need to heal the Drake, I believe, after a while. Yeah, it is still not doing enough damage. But it is interesting. No way a Drake can do this. Wow. Spell combo. Yeah, the problem with Drakes is that it's hard for them to do damage. They have a lower base damage than a dragon. Yeah, I need to start healing, I believe. Because one nasty combo can kill my Drake here. Yeah. Yeah, so they are still two behind in damage output, and the point that they have no spells. But still, this is interesting. Yeah, I can picture it taking a Blood Elemental down to 50% health before dying. So basically, we can tell that this monster is completely out of reach for our trained Drake. Maybe we should train it more. 8 hours is not that much. Maybe we'll try this experiment again. Maybe one day into the training, 24 full hours. It's gonna require a little bit of time, but I think that the Drakes spawn with maybe 50, 60 wrestling. So after 8 hours, they are already, I say, they can be around 85-ish, 85-ish. So yeah, there's still margin, of course. There is still margin for boosting damage output and with tactics and with wrestling, of course, so they will be hit less, and they will hit more. But this is interesting. So remember, we are using a Drake which is twice as deadly as a newly spawned Drake because it deals double damage. But still, no, there is no way against this guy. I thought he would have performed better. But we'll do more experiment. We'll train a Drake that can take down an ancient worm, maybe. Why not? Why not? This is interesting, guys. This is interesting, in my opinion. Oops. Maybe let's take the Drake with us. Come on. This is interesting. This is interesting, in my opinion. We'll do more of these experiments. I will train my Drakes more. both Blade and Spirit. We'll try again them against a freshly spawned Drake, because I have to confess you, this was not the first time I made my trained Drake fight a newly born Drake, and this is the fifth Drake I've done. And what I've seen is that they take it down fairly easy, and they end with 50% health. Sometimes it's 40, sometimes it's 60, but yeah, average 50%. So we can safely say that they deliver twice as much damage. It's the first time I tried it against Blood Elemental, but yeah, it's hard. So the experiment will continue. I will train them more. I say 24 hours. 24 hours, I will be absolutely certain that they have reached GM wrestling and GM tactics. And after that, we'll try again. So stay tuned, because it will be maybe in a week or so. It's going to take a little while to find time, because I want to do this attended. Otherwise, if it's not done attended, the training, somebody may come griefing, start to earthquake, and the drakes will die. And we will have to start from scratch. Aside from that, in case you missed it, check the Nightmare Against the World series, because it is very funny, starting from like skeletons and arriving all the way to Balrons and Ancient World, and you will find some surprises there. And stay tuned with everything going on. I recently started dueling. There is a duelist league starting also, and we are going to cover that. And stay tuned with everything on this channel. I thank you for watching, and stay safe, citizens of Britannia. Until next time, goodbye.